Hey guys, surprised to see another new video from me before the month is over? Yeah, me too. Welcome back to another mildly entertaining installment of my ranked ladder adventures. Little disclaimer, I'm a little sick right now, so if I sound a little weird in this video, that's why. But anyway, as always, I'm gonna do a quick run through of the team before we start. Feel free to skip ahead if you're not interested in the team preview. Alright, so I've been using this team for a few videos now, so you're probably familiar with it by now, but if you're interested in learning more about it, check out the video in the card above to see a more in-depth description of the team. But anyway, here's the short version. Alright, leading with Scarf Gengar for ultimate speed control. Then we got the star of the show, Swords Dance Diggersby, for breaking all of the walls. And physically defensive Volcarona to threaten anything that gets in Diggersby's way, pretty much. Physically defensive Ferrothorn to set up rocks and wall physical attackers. Then we got Mantine as our defogger and resident special wall. And finally, Choice Band Weavile to clean up. Alright, now let's get into the battles. Alright, so we got Elite Donphan here, so I'm gonna go directly into my Mantine in case he either goes for Earthquake right away or just goes for Rocks. But he actually goes for Knockoff, which, I mean, good play, but I mean, I probably would have gone for Rocks right away because why not? But he does switch into Blissey, and I take the opportunity to go into my Diggersby, because that is what Diggersby is here for. He actually goes for Toxic, which is unfortunate, but fine. So I just go for Frustration right off the bat to see what his answer to this is. And he does just go right back into Donphan, which is expected. But unfortunately, I do not have enough prior damage on this to ensure the 2-hit KO. So unfortunately, I must switch back into Mantine again, whom seems to be a good answer to this, since well, he's already knocked off my item, so what can he do at this point? I actually double back into Diggersby this time, expecting Blissey to come in again. But he actually goes into Superior this time, so I go into my Volcarona because that's my best switch into this. I do go for Flamethrower right away, because I have no reason to predict this early, and I don't like setting up right away. So he does go into Blissey, which makes sense, but I go into my Diggersby again, because that is my answer to this. He goes for Toxic again, which is fine, because that does nothing. I go for Swords Dance this time, to see what he goes into. He does go into Donphan again, and now I should be able to kill this with Frustration with the Swords Dance boost. And I do, which is fantastic. See, Diggersby's doing the thing. This is why we have this. So he does go back into Superior again, so, well, I'm gonna go back into my Volcarona again. he does not seem to have HP rock, which is great. I mean, he might. He could be, like, playing the long game here. But he does go into Blissey once again. I get the burn with Flamethrower, which is neat. This time I go into Weavile because Diggersby is getting low on health, and I'm not a fan of that. He does go for Seismic Toss this time, which is, I think, why I was hesitant on going into Diggersby. That, and I would like to save health on it from the, like, Toxic and Life Orb. So I go for Knockoff right away. It does not kill Blissey, but he doesn't kill me either. So I'm just gonna take this out with another Knockoff. Luckily, I am Banded and not Life Orb, so this Weavile is here to stay for, I mean, I don't know, however long it stays alive. He goes into Dragonite, and I just go for Knockoff again because I don't want to risk that setting up for the sake of my Weavile that's at like 5%. So I go into my Gengar after Weavile dies, and I go for Icy Wind. He just attacks though with Dragon Claw. He actually has leftovers. So yeah, I'm just gonna take it out with Icy Wind. And that's the end of Dragonite. Alright, now he goes into Azumarill. I'm just gonna go into my Ferrothorn because I don't think I've revealed Ferrothorn yet. Yeah, he just goes for Aqua Jet, which does literally nothing. I believe I just go for Power Whip right away. I do. And he does go for Superpower, which doesn't take me out because I'm fully physically defensive. And I am able to take him out with Power Whip, which is fantastic. Got another threat out of the way. Now he goes into Togekiss, which is disgusting. So I'm just gonna go for Knockoff because I don't really feel like I need Ferrothorn anymore. I think he still has Superior. So yeah, I don't need Ferrothorn anymore. Yeah, so I just went for Knockoff. I knocked off, I don't remember what he had, maybe a Scarf, I don't know, I don't remember. But yeah, I let Ferrothorn die, then I go into Mantine because I want to... Gengar, because Gengar is like, I don't know, my insurance for this and Superior. So I just want to get some damage on Togekiss to make sure that Gengar can take it out with Sludge Wave. And we do get some nice damage on it. Yeah, see, I'm not healing or anything because I just want damage on this. And yep, into Gengar. Should be into the game now. Just Sludge Wave a couple times. And yep, he did have Superior left. And I am able to take it out and take home the win. Alright. Next game, we got Lead Azumarill. Am I just... Okay, I just attack. Oh, because it's Lead Azumarill, so I'm, like, scared it might be Belly Drum. So, yeah, I go right for Sludge Wave, as he switches into Ferrothorn. So, I'm gonna go into my Volcarona, as he sets up Stealth Rock. So, nice, we get, Volcarona in before Rocks. Oh... Okay, I went for Giga Drain because I was expecting Azumarill to come in, but he actually reveals a Talonflame, which is, like, sadly, that's, like, actually kind of terrifying because this team is not built for it's not built to handle Talonflame. So like I have to like tiptoe around this thing to deal with it, because I don't have any actual answers to it, because, well, I thought Talonflame was a dead meme at this point. But yeah, I think at one point I like was like switching around to test to see if he had Flare Blitz on Ferrothorn, because if he just had acrobatics, then Ferrothorn could have probably just handled it on his own. But he does end up switching into Ferrothorn, and he T-Waves my Mantine, which is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Now I'm gonna go into Diggersby, because I think I was expecting him to T-Wave again, because he T-Waved that time, I think because he was expecting Volcarona to come in again. So I thought that he might expect it to come in that turn, and then I would get Diggersby in on a Thunder Wave. But no, he actually just went right for Power Whip, which honestly I don't think was a good play, but whatever. Yeah, oh, I think I was expecting Leech Seed as well. Either Leech Seed or Thunder Wave is what I was expecting, but neither. Also, I think Power Whip is kind of uncommon on Ferrothorn, so I don't think I was expecting him to have it. But anyway, Talonflame comes in again and is just a pain in my ass. But he does switch it out again into Ferrothorn again. I did stay in again, expecting another T-Wave. He did go for Rocks, so I stay in to try and defog. But I get paralyzed, which is annoying. I go for it again. This time it works, which is great. I think I might switch out. Yeah, I do switch out this time into Volcarona, because I'm not expecting him to go for T-Wave at this stage. And I got rid of the Rocks. So I go into Weavile, when I don't remember why. Oh, I was expecting Talonflame to come back in, but I knew Talonflame was low on health. Well, not low on, sorry. It's not at full health, so it can't out-prioritize me. So I was just like, this was like a desperate effort a desperate measure to take out Talonflame, which actually ends up working, but unfortunately I lose Weavile in the process. I've lost a lot of things unnecessarily this game. I go into Volcarona on the double down as he goes into Azumarill. I decide to not go for Giga Drain and just switch out, which was a bad play. I don't know why I didn't just go for Giga Drain, because me switching was really obvious. So I don't know why I didn't do it. So yeah, he took out my Mantine, which is really unfortunate. So I go into Ferrothorn instead, and okay, wait. Okay, I predicted the switch into Ferrothorn here, so I actually did make a good play finally. It took me long enough. I did predict correctly that time and got Volcarona in. I go for Flamethrower this time because I was just waiting for him to like overpredict and leave it in, which he does actually this time. So I go into Ferrothorn again, obviously, on his Azumarill. I mean, obviously as in like, it's an obvious switch for me to make. Which is why I don't think I should have done it. I'm not playing great in this game. I'll be honest. Alright, so he takes out my Azumarill. He takes out my Ferrothorn. Excuse me. With knockoff. I go into Volcarona and start quiver dancing because I think because the damage he was doing made me think that he was banded. So I decided to try and set up on him. Yeah, he's gotta be banded. So yeah, oh, he makes a switch into Lucario, which I'm not really well, actually no, if he extreme speeds, he will probably put me in range for Aqua Jet. But he doesn't. He doesn't go for extreme speed, and he's not okay, I don't know what the point of that was. But now he goes into Garchomp. And I go for Giga Drain. Just like, I mean, I know I can live an Earthquake here. Except, he crits me. I would have lived that, but he crit me. I mean, I think it was like, I think it was a roll. Like, if he didn't crit me, I think it would have been a roll, whether or not Azumarill took me out with Aqua Jet. And then, I don't remember if we've seen his last yet. Maybe, I don't know. But I think this battle was probably, like, it was probably up to a roll, who won. But, yeah, I didn't, oh, his last was Tentacruel. Yeah, I think I would have won then if, I mean, as long as, Aqua Jet didn't kill me. Again, it was a roll. So, yep. Unfortunate, but I don't like the way I played in this game, so it's whatever. Okay, well, next game though, we got Lead Staraptor. I believe I have explained my thought process before when facing Lead Staraptor. And I go for Thunderbolt because if he's Scarfed, he'll stay in because he thinks he'll outspeed me. And if he's banded, he'll switch out. So so what he does, either I kill him or he reveals that he's banded is why I go for Thunderbolt. But yeah, he appears to be banded because I took out the Staraptor. Then he went into Togekiss, which I assume it was Scarfed because, well, actually, wait. No, I think, sorry, I fucked up. I thought the Staraptor was Scarfed because he stayed in. And then he went into Togekiss, which confused me. But so he didn't take me out with Air Slash. I'm getting behind now, it's confusing me. I think, did he have a Superior? Dude, I don't remember. Whatever, alright, we got a Azumarill. This time I man up and just go for Giga Drain on it, as he goes for Waterfall this time and just fucking kills me. The one time I make the play, it does not go in my favor. Alright, well, I'll just go back, well, I'll go into Ferrothorn and go for Power Whip, as he does have Superpower, but again, I'm physically defensive, so Superpower will not take me out. And I am able to take him out with a Power Whip. Now we got another Lucario, and I think I go into Mantine. I do go into Mantine. I gotta hunt for a better Mantine, because I want to have one with higher IVs so that I can dedicate more EVs into defense, so it can be more of a mixed wall than it actually is. But yeah, I hazed away his boosts, because he Swords Dance on my Switch. And then, okay, and then we get a burn, which is great. So Mantine, despite her low defense, she's handling this Lucario surprisingly well. I do go for Roost. I mean, am I gonna live? Oh, okay. So, oh, he did have a Superior. See, I'm not that dumb. But yeah, I go into Ferrothorn because I lost my Volcarona. So I'm just like, I'm hoping that he's that he doesn't have HP fire, and I go for knockoff, but no, he does have HP fire, which is sad. However, I do have a Weavile, and I mean, I think I go for knockoff just because I'm afraid Icicle Crash will miss. Yeah, that is what happens. Oh, I do take him out. I do take him out with knockoff, which is fantastic, so I didn't have to risk the Icicle Crash. Now he goes into Darmanitan, and I actually go for knockoff on it, even though, like, I was afraid it was Scarf, but I think I like called his bluff and just went for knockoff anyway and took him out, and that was great. So he goes into Togekiss now, and I know it's Scarf. But I didn't need Weavile anymore, so I just let it die. So now I go into Diggersby and go for quick attack to finish him off. I mean, have we seen his last yet? Yeah, it's the Lucario. Okay, that's why I didn't go into Gengar. Alright, so Lucario comes in, goes for close combat, doesn't take me out because Diggersby is fantastic, and Diggersby is able to finish the game. Alright, next game, we got a lead Weavile, which is annoying. But I'm just gonna go into Volcarona, because that's my answer to this. But here we go, here's some a load of bullshit. He crits my Volcarona. My Volcarona is my only answer to this. And he fucking crit it and severely wounded it. So now the game just started and I'm already like way behind. I'm already like super fucked. So I go into Ferrothorn because that's my second best answer to this, even though it's like, look, I'm not doing well against it. I go for, I mean, I don't think I should have gone for rocks. I think my best play there would have been to double out into Mantine and Roost Stall him until he killed himself with recoil, because Mantine should have been able to survive a low kick and a knockoff. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I was probably on tilt, honestly. That makes sense. But yeah, I went back into Gengar after Pharaoh died, after I unnecessarily sacked it. I took out Weavile. And then he goes into Lucario. I didn't double. I switch into Weavile. I don't know why. I guess because I was expecting a dark move. He went for Sword Dance, but he had Bullet Punch, which was really bad for me. But Mantine's gonna come in here and try to do the same thing that she did last time. She did not take that well at all, though. And okay, I go into Gengar because I think he was going for close combat. Yeah, okay, so that was a good play. So I got rid of the boost, so now he can't kill me with Bullet Punch. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess I handled that kind of well. Oh, but I didn't kill him, though. Never mind. We're still fucked. Alright, now I go into Diggersby to take the Bullet Punch, because I don't really have anything else to go into. Now it goes into Jellicent, which is like, oh, fuck, great. I do go back into Mantine because I'm expecting a Scald, but he actually goes for Will-O-Wisp. I don't know if he was just predicting Mantine to come in, but like, I don't know. But yeah, he goes for Taunt, but my Mantine is packing Speed EVs, so I actually am able to outspeed that and Roost before he taunts me. Now I go into I go into Volcarona because I know he has, the only thing he can do to me is Will-O-Wisp. So I tried to get a free switch into Volcarona, but he does end up switching into Togekiss on that, which is incredibly sad. So now it's another disgusting Togekiss versus my Mantine. It looks like I'm just getting flinched to hell and back, which is great. Love it. This match is just going extremely well for me, isn't it? Yeah, I don't, this is just sad, honestly. What was it? Okay, I think I was like trying to get damage on this for probably Gengar, I would imagine. Oh, he took out Mantine. Unfortunate. But yeah, now I go into Gengar. Do I go for Thunderbolt? Okay, I did go for Thunderbolt because I expected a Steel type. I don't remember if I had seen another Steel type from him or if I just like expected him to have one. But he goes into Blissey, which is annoying because my team is just hella fucked right now. So I go into Diggersby. You know, as per usual, I go for a Swords Dance because I'm just like, I'm desperate. I don't think I can take it out in one hit, so I'm just like expecting him to like switch or something. But no, he has Ice Beam and takes me out. Even up. Why would he go for Ice Beam? I don't know. Maybe he didn't think Seismic Toss would take me out. I don't know. But I go into Volcarona. I'm finally able to heal. Well, he does paralyze me, which is just so good. He makes a good play and actually switches in Togekiss, who barely lives the rocks damage. But he missed an Air Slash, and I was able to take him out. That's fucking karma. But not enough karma because I'm still losing. Because of a fucking crit at turn 1. I'm definitely not bitter or anything. But yeah. We're having some kind of like weird stall war here because he's taunted me. I think I tried to go for Quiver Dance here because I'm expecting him to not go for taunt that turn because he would have died to Giga Drain, so I thought he wouldn't do that. But no. Of course no, and then I get paralyzed, so just fuck me. Fuck me even more, why don't you? Alright, so now I'm just left with Gengar. And I'm debating what to lock myself into, but I decide on Thunderbolt. I take out Jellicent. Now he goes into Amoonguss. And I'm like, oh great, I picked the best possible move for this thing. Oh, and then he spores me also just to rub salt in my wounds. Because fuck me, right? Yeah. This is just painful. Wow, I'm still not dead. Oh. I finally wake up, get off my last Thunderbolt, which did -7 damage. And he finally takes me out with a Giga Drain. Oh, I think he got it. Was that a crit? Was that another crit just to rub even more salt into my my open bleeding wounds? Alright, well anyway, just ignoring that, we got another battle here with a clone Charizard lead. So I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna be fun. So I go to Mantine, who can take anything this thing wants to do. He does get the burn with Heat Wave, which is annoying, but fine. I go for Scald, because I don't really have any reason not to, currently. I do a bunch of damage. He missed an Air Slash. Unfortunate for him. I'm just gonna go for Scald again, because my Mantine's looking pretty good right now. He goes into Gyarados, and it fucking disappears, like, whoa, I didn't know we were fighting David Blaine right now, dude. But yeah, so I'm just doing the old Scald Haze thing with Mantine here, and I do end up getting the burn, which is great. Now I'm just gonna go into Ferrothorn to plant my seed and do all that fun stuff that Ferrothorn likes to do. I didn't haze before switching because it's a Ferrothorn. Is he really gonna do anything to me, especially since he's burned? He just continues to set up on me, which I think is really not a good play, but you know, whatever. Now I go for Knockoff. He goes for Earthquake, which did literally nothing, and I take him out. So Gyarados is done. Now he goes into, he sacks his clone Charizard here, and here's a PvP tip for you. Don't do that. Don't send in Pokemon that will die to hazards for no reason. Save it for death fodder later. So like if you need a safe switch into something, you would switch in that Pokemon as death fodder so you can get a free switch into something else after it dies. But yeah, anyways, so he sends in Christmas Jolteon, and I went into my Diggersby because I was not afraid of anything Jolteon could do to my Diggersby. And then he switches into Salamence as I go for Frustration, because I was like, he's definitely going into a flying type here. I'm not stupid. Oh, and Salamence disappeared as well. Oh, and then we got, okay, now he goes into Scizor, who started off red and then turned pink after he took rocks damage, I think. He sets up a Swords Dance as I go into my Volcarona. I just go for Flamethrower. He doesn't even try to Bullet Punch. So I take out Scizor. Now he goes into Chestnut, who also disappears. This dude's a fucking magician. His Pokemon are all disappearing. Oh, okay, he gave up. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.